These highlights are from the Digital Production Buzz program of June 4th, 2015. And welcome to the Digital Production Buzz, the world's longest-running podcast for creative content producers covering media production, post-production marketing, and distribution around the world. My name is Larry Jordan, and joining us as the ever-affable co-host, Mr. Mike Horton.
Hello, Larry.
It's good to see you. I've got something I want to talk to you about, but not quite yet. Yes,
really?
We're going to come right back to you.
Is this something fun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And humorous.
Humorous? Ooh. I can't wait.
We start our show with Eddie Robinson. He's the VFX supervisor at Enhanced Digital. He's done visual effects for Star Trek Voyager, NBC's Grimm, and a wide variety of feature films, commercials, and TV shows. He joins us tonight to talk about creating effects for Grimm. Well, you've been using Fusion on programs like Star Trek Voyager and CSI Miami, as well as NBC's Grimm. What is it about Fusion that you like?
Well, I got my first job with doing 3D, and I wasn't really exposed to compositing. But after I moved over to a company called Digital Muse, I was exposed to desktop compositing. You know, before that, it was all done in a Fineon or a Henry. And a lot of your listeners probably don't even know what those are. It's so old. But I was introduced to what was then called Digital Fusion. It was 3.0, and it was just sort of a way to put elements with alpha channels A over B and do basic comp. And it was very powerful. It was really fulfilling as an artist to be able to comp my own stuff. And so I just kind of stuck with it. Fusion has really evolved with times, and there's really never been a away from it.
Then, thinking of Grimm, James Colin Russa creates horror films. As the writer and director of the Pernicious film, which releases later this month, we talk with him tonight about what it takes to create a successful horror film besides buckets of blood. When you're writing a horror film, are you keeping certain ideas in mind as opposed to writing a drama? Is there genre tricks that you're using to keep the audience enthralled?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like to go by an 8-act structure that horror films follow sometimes, whereas most follow like a 3-act structure, but an 8-act structure makes sure that something scary happens every couple pages. And then I also usually every movie, probably why I say that I haven't really made a horror movie is every single horror movie I write, I start off writing as like a comedy or as a drama, and then I get sick of the characters, so I start killing them. So like I never really set out to make a horror film. So like when you're watching Pernicious, the first half of the movie, like, you know, isn't really that scary. But then I'm like, nah, everybody has to die now.
And Louis Kravitz is a celebrated still photographer who travels the world taking pictures of people. He also is staging an exhibition of his work. He talks with us tonight about the creative challenges of taking world-class images. Well, one of the things that your website said that I was intrigued by, let me just get this quote correct. You write about showing the themes people share as they move through your life. What are those themes that you're finding that are common between different cultures?
What traveling has done is give me maybe a different worldwide perspective on people. We all want to be healthy. We want our children to grow and prosper. We want love in our life. The thing that amazed me as I started traveling, whether I was in Irian Jaya with Stone Age people or in Africa with the Maasai, or in India with their tribal people, we're the same. We'll bleed, we want the same, and the fact is, I think we're all brothers. That we war against each other and we do harm to each other really amazes me. I don't understand it at all, because it's like hurting someone in your own family. And I think when you travel, you get a whole different perspective. And I think one of the problems in our country is a lot of people don't travel. They have an image of what the people are like in another country. They have no idea.
These highlights are from the Digital Production Buzz program of June 4th, 2015.